Hello, my name is Monique Howard, and the speech I will be giving is storytelling. These are my cue cards. I typed them and put them on there. These are 3x5s. This one is slightly bigger, but I am not going to be using them because my glasses give the light a glare, and I'm still working with my phone. I'm working on a computer. But the name of my story is Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover. And the reason why I chose that topic is because I was a teenage mom. I had my daughter when I was 15 years old, got pregnant at 14, and I was always judged. I was judged my whole life, and people put this label on me because of that. So what I want to do is I just want to share my story. I want to enlighten some people into, exactly the dynamics and how this is becoming an epidemic now, basically. My story goes back 37 years ago. I was about 14 years old. It was summertime. I was probably 4 or 5 miles away from home, hanging out with my girlfriends in a neighborhood I shouldn't have been. And it was getting late to my curfew, and we had planned that, Monique, if you hang out, we'll walk you halfway home. Well, it was time to go home. Nobody wanted to leave. My girlfriend was like, why don't you have my brother take you home? He just got a new van. And he was 18. I knew him from hanging out with her. So I was like, okay, sure, if he doesn't mind. So he said, sure, I'll give you a ride home. The van was parked in the driveway. My girlfriends and them ended up going down the street. I got in the van. One thing led to another, and before you know it, he forced himself on me. Took my pants down. I'm screaming. He's afraid that somebody's going to hear him in the house, and just stopped and kicked me out the van, just like that. So this gives you an idea how the story is going to end. So fast forward about 3 months later. Now, if you knew me, you would know that I was a super athlete. I was kind of geeky, quiet, college bound, had big dreams. My mom was a teacher. And I would have been the last person that you would expect to turn up pregnant. My period didn't come. I knew I didn't have sex with anyone, and I told my sister, listen, my period didn't come. I don't know what to do. She says, did you have sex? I told her he penetrated me, but my period was late. She goes, you need to tell mom. So telling my mom, and my mom was a teacher, I was scared. So I knocked on her door and I said, Mom, my period's late. And the first thing she said was, did you have sex? And I said, no, because I froze. So she blew me off because, I'm Monique, nothing, please, whatever. So she blew me off. A couple of months later, I guess she was noticing me maybe wearing baggy clothes or, putting on weight. And she goes, did your period ever come? So I told her no. So we went to the doctor. And bam, he was like, you are 6.5 months pregnant. And my mom was livid. She wanted to know, when did this happen? Who is this person? She started grilling me. I was petrified because I knew if she knew the guy was 18, she would have him arrested. I went to school with his family, so I was scared I was going to get beat up, let alone my town was small. So I made up a story, which I don't even know what I told her, and she was basically done with me. That's all I could say. Went to school the following week, and by this time, rumors are circulating. And the principal calls me in the office, and he goes, Monique, you are a liability. You need to go talk to the counselor. So I went into the counselor, and she goes, well, what do you plan on doing? And I didn't know. I didn't know my choices, my options. I really didn't talk to my mom. So she was like, there's this program run by these nuns, and they're, it's a teenage program for teenage moms, and they give their babies up to parents who can't have children. So I thought, okay, fine, that's what I'll do. So I told my mom, and off I went to the program. 4 or 5 months later, I gave birth to my daughter, and I am back at school. And what the program is that they give you up to 6 months to decide to finalize all the paperwork, because I guess they didn't want people coming back later, these girls, and saying, I want my baby back, and now you got to take the baby from the parents. So you have like a 6-month grace period. So I went back to school, graduated 9th grade, was getting ready for 10th grade, and I kid you not, I was just back to my normal life. And then one day I went to bed and woke up, and just like that, something said, get your baby back. I don't know what it was. To this day, the only thing I could think of it was God. So I went and knocked on the door to my mom, and I said, Mom, I want to get my baby back. And my mom said, okay. And I kid you not, I was just like, who would say that to a 15-year-old? But I just figured it was God's plan. And I'm glad, because I probably would have spent my whole adult life looking for her, just making sure she was safe and she was happy. So the moral of the story is, first of all, and on top of that, after I decided to keep my baby, I lost all my friends. Their parents didn't want them hanging out with me. I was labeled. I was just this horrible person. It was really sad, a very sad and lonely time for me. I ended up graduating high school, and really the moral of the story is I want these parents to start talking to their kids. You have to know what your children are doing. Everyone's on social media. I need to see the whites of people's eyes. I want to know what my kids are doing. You got to have the talk. These boys' parents too. I mean, we can't, think our school is going to talk to them. We have to do it as parents, because the worst thing that you could ever want for your child is for them to be judged. So I want to say that. Thank you.